I'm Jason Calero, Community Program Specialist for your Toronto Argonauts Football Club. I hope you had a great long weekend with the people you live with, because now I'm going to teach you two important skills in football: balance and kicking. So let's get started. Hi guys, the first activity is balance. Balance is important in football because it keeps you grounded when you're running down that sideline, and also helps strengthen the muscles in your leg. All you need for this activity is a football, but if you don't have a football, that's okay. You can use a roll of socks, 2 pairs of socks rolled up like a football, or a roll of paper towels. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, your imaginary sideline is right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with this leg, have your football on that leg, that side of that leg, and you're gonna lean up, lift your other foot up, take your right hand, your opposite hand, reach over. That's 1 rep. Don't use the wall like I just did. Use 1 rep. Do it 5 times. Then you're going to switch it and do it the other way. Reach over and do it 5 times. That's balance. That's the important thing of balance. You want to add a little something to it at the end of the 5 reps? Take off. The balance routine. Pretty cool. Well, here's some tips to make sure you do it and have fun with it. So the big thing is, the first tip is make sure you have the proper form. When you're leaning over, make sure that arm goes right over, touches that ground. Gain your balance, do it again. You'll feel it in the leg you're on. The second tip is, this is the object. The important object here is the football. You gotta hold on to it, make sure you don't drop it. Sometimes we have a tendency to let it go. Lastly, most importantly, my favorite tip is have fun with this. Challenge yourself. Do as many as you can. All right, good luck. Hi guys, we're ready to start the second activity, which is one of the most important factors in football. It's the kicking game, and especially the kicking game that kicks field goals and puts points on the board. So we're going to do that today. All you need for that today is something that you can kick. You can have socks, toilet paper roll, you can have a small mini football, or a bit bigger of a football. I suggest something soft because you don't have as much control when you're kicking, you don't want to break anything. One thing you need to set up before we even get started is what you have to kick the ball between, right? So your uprights. In football, there are those 2 big goal posts at the end. You have to kick them in the middle. Well, for me, I don't have goal posts, none of you will. Have a wall and a railing. That's my goal post. Or you can have 2 towels, 2 objects, any 2 objects that make it something you have to kick it in between. And put them anywhere you want because you're trying to get it in between. Now let's see how it's done. We have it, the kicking game. Here's a few tips to make this a lot more easier for you. Okay, so the first tip is you don't have to drop the ball this high. Drop it lower. The lower you are, then the less distance it has to go before you actually have to make contact with it. And it's right in front of your kicking leg, so as soon as it drops, you kick. Then the next tip is the follow through. As soon as you kick it, your leg should almost go right through, because that's almost the directional location where you're sending the ball. You're heading it straight through, so if you're straight, it's probably going to go straight. And if you hit the ball straight, it's right through. Lastly, have fun. That's the most important thing. Have fun. Hey, challenge yourself to get as many as you can in a row. Little information for you that you might find interesting. That the record for the most consecutive field goals is held by a Canadian Football League kicker, Lewis Ward. He kicked 48 of those in a row. Try that. Hey, why am I wearing pull together? Because I thought I'd give you a little bit of history at the same time. See, this pull together slogan and term started when the Toronto Argonauts started as a rowing club in 1873, making us one of the oldest franchises in North America. All right, guys, thanks for joining me today. I think we had a blast. And once again, keep active. Don't be like my friend here, Cricket, who's not so active right now. But you can be active, and most importantly, wash your hands, stay at home, play your part. And I'll tell you this, we need you to pull together.